Hey there, Carmita Smiles here, and thank you for joining me on this wonderful Saturday for chair yoga. This is a wonderful class for really anyone. It's an all levels class that we'll go through, and I'm going to show you how you can take some of those poses that you would do on your mat in a typical yoga class and how you can bring them to the chair. I just want to make sure that this is even and that I'm not, that you guys aren't seeing me crooked. So awesome. So if not, I'm sorry, I try to have it pretty straight. And if you hear anything in the background, of course, I have my Mr. Bun Bun in the background, and he is just chomping away at paper, cardboard, doing his thing. So for chair yoga, all you need is yourself and really a chair. You can have a mat with you. That's optional. It's just for more support, for feet support. And you want to make sure that when you're using a chair, if you're not on carpet, I know sometimes if a chair has wheels on it, then you can go ahead and lock those wheels. If you're on carpet, that might be sturdy, but otherwise, if you can have like a hard bottomed chair, that would be great. That's really sturdy. Today I'm using this guy. I don't know. Honestly, just like your typical chair you'd see in like an auditorium or whatnot. I like that it has the stable back and sides, because depending on who's taking the class, you may need that for additional support. So thank you for joining me again, and I hope you find this class helpful. So we're going to start, we're going to do it without music. Since this is my first time doing a chair yoga on our Karma Instagram yoga, I want to make sure that you can hear me clearly, and then we'll do this again. So I'll probably pop on again and do another chair yoga, and then maybe we'll add some music in there. If you would like to add music to this class today, feel free to find your favorite playlist and turn that on while you're following along with me. So I'll let you take a moment, get settled in, grab your chair, get comfortable. And like I said, this is a wonderful yoga class for anyone, but it's really open to and really nice for those people who are sitting at a desk for a long time. This is great for your kids. This could be part of like your family yoga practice, because anyone, all levels, all ages can do something like this. And it just allows for renewing, stretching, and really just benefiting the physical body and the mental body while you're going through your day. And you can feel free to use any of these, single poses or the whole flow if you have a break during work. But you could, take 2 or 3 of these poses, do them while you're in the office taking a break, or if your kid is at their desk doing schoolwork. It's wonderful for that too. So now that you're settled and you have your chair, I want you just to come into sitting position, easy pose, but in the chair. You have your feet in front of you, your hands on your thighs. And you can go ahead and get comfortable in the chair. You want to start focusing on having your shoulders down and relaxed, your back posture nice and straight, tailbone down. And just come into position and start to bring awareness to your breathing. You don't have to do anything special, just breathe while getting settled in the chair. Now as you're sitting here, getting focused on your breath, I want you to start allowing for deeper inhalations and exhalations. So you can go still and inhale through the nose, maybe breathing a bit deeper, and exhaling through the mouth. I do a few more of those. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. One more, inhaling through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. And then just continue breathing as is. Now, having brought your breath and your body into this moment, into awareness, we're going to start with some minor stretches. So we're going to go ahead, and as we inhale, always keeping and reflecting back on that breath and moving with your body with that breath. So as you inhale, we're going to lift both the arms up, just right in front of us, aligning with our shoulders. And as we exhale, we're going to drop them back down to our legs. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop them back down to our thighs. Inhale, arms up. Hold them here and breathe. 3, 2, and 1. And drop those arms back down to thighs. Awesome. Now we're going to take them out, doing the same thing out to the sides. So you're going to lift your arms up, out to the sides. Inhale, and as you exhale, drop them back down now to the sides of the chair. Inhale, lifting arms up to the sides. Exhaling them back down to the sides of the chair. And that third inhale, bring them up, shoulders aligned, shoulders down. Hold here and breathe. 3, 2, 1, and exhale, arms back down to sides. All right, now we're going to go the full range, as high as you may. Inhale, reaching up. We're going for our seated mountain pose. Bring arms all the way up. Inhaling, palms together, and slowly dropping them down to chest to heart as you exhale. Let's repeat, wrapping arms around, circling them up for mountain pose. Inhaling, palms together. Exhaling, dropping palms down to heart, down to chest. Let's go again, rounding out those arms, lifting them up, going into mountain, maybe taking your gaze up to those arms also. And exhaling, palms to heart center. Take a moment, take a breath. And exhaling, dropping arms back down to on top of your thighs. All right. Now, if you need to come back a moment to find greater support on the back of the chair, feel free to do so. Otherwise, continue to have your posture up in the chair, and you can feel free to either keep your hands on your thighs, or you can move your hands to the sides of your chair and use your chair for additional support for this next move. We're going to warm up the legs and work on some leg lifts. So these are wonderful. You can do these anywhere. So you're going to go ahead and we're going to start taking that right leg, lifting up just right in front of you. Maybe the foot is flexed, toes are facing up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, drop that leg back down. And then we're going to switch over to the left leg. Lifting, letting those toes guide your leg up. As you inhale, letting that foot back down, and then going ahead, going back to the right foot. Inhale, and as you exhale, bringing that foot right back up to the sky, dropping that foot back down. Inhaling that left foot up to the sky. And dropping that back down to the ground. All right, on this next, right foot is going to raise up, lifting, 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 toes pointed up towards the sky. And stay here and breathe. 3, 2, 1, and drop. All right, with control, bringing that left leg back down to the mat, switching over, or the floor, switching over to the left leg. Lifting with control, bring it up, feet guiding towards the ceiling. Stay here and breathe. 3, 2, 1. All right, and dropping that foot now back down to the ground. And using your hands still, finding stability in the chair. Finding comfort with your sit bones, making sure they're even. And we're gonna raise both legs up together, guiding your feet, allowing to guide your body and your legs towards the ceiling. You're gonna raise those feet, hold them here, hold them here. If you'd like to just make sure that posture is good. Your face, you want it tilted, not up this time, but still straight ahead to help that oxygen flow through and sending energy into those legs. Breathe through. 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Bring those feet back down to the ground. Breathing through. Just taking a moment. Taking a breath. Good job on those leg lifts. All right. And the next move now we're going to do is now you have a couple different options for this next one. You can stay here if you need the stability of the chair, having arm support on your sides, or depending if your chair has armrests, finding the stability within that seated position. And we're going to work on a forward fold, or if you'd like, you don't need to hold on to the chair. If you can keep your core stable, you're going to raise those arms up. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to fold over. If you need to find stability, hold on to the chair or hold on to your rest and fold over and breathe. Now, if you'd like to do something different, if you would like to get up to kind of stretch for a moment, this is when it's nice to have the mat if you have one. Otherwise, you don't have to have a mat. You can feel free to get up, get behind the chair or in front, whatever allows your chair to have more balance. I find more balance this way. And we're still going to do a nice long stretch. Elongate the body, raising arms up to the ceiling. And as you release, you can extend the chair. A nice supported forward fold this way. So whatever you choose, feel free to do so. If you feel like you need to get up, I know it can be a lot to sit in the chair, sturdy sit bones. So whichever you prefer. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to raise the arms up towards the ceiling and fall forward fold. If you'd like to bring the arms down to the floor. And breathe. Keeping control, head is facing down, crown lengthening away from the body. And breathe. And on your next inhale, take your exhale. On your next inhale, you want to come up into a nice flat back. So you're going to take your arms and raise them up, lifting your chest. And breathe back down. Once again, you can continue to do so in chair, but if you decided to take standing position and you have your arms supported here, what you can do is keeping your hands with support on the chair as you raise up the chest to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling back down to supported forward fold with the chair. So feel free to continue to take breaths, take forward folds, coming up into flat tabletop as you see fit. So once again, if you were here on this chair seated and you came down out of your inhale, you're going to go again and raise up, inhaling, lifting that chest. And falling back down. Okay. One more. We're going to come back up. Inhale, lift that chest. And falling back to the floor with control. All right. And one more. We're going to go ahead, come up with your inhale, rising all the way up, back into mountain pose, taking those palms above the head. Eyes follow the gaze of the palms. And exhale, bringing arms back down to heart chakra, down to chest. Same if you were standing up. and you're coming out of that position. So you rose up and you lifted up to release, help you come to standing and bringing those arms, palms together in the heart Baka chakra. And if you were standing, you can feel free to once again gain your chair back into position and come back into seated to join the rest of us. But it is nice to get a little stretch if you may. Otherwise, your hands are still here at palms together, at chest and heart. And just take a moment to close your eyes and allow that movement to catch up with your mind, or your mind to catch up with that movement. Take a moment, take a breath. And once more, take those arms around, swooping them up, gaze open back up to palms. Exhale, bring the arms now back through the chest and landing once again on your thighs. So now in seated, we're going to go through and do some seated cat-cows. So this is a wonderful pose to get some strength built in that back, or just finding a little stretch and movement if you're having a long day seated. So you're going to start, and we're just going to breathe similar to the forward fold, how we came up into tabletop. It might look similar to that. You can have your hands seated on your thighs. You're going to take that first great inhale. Inhaling, lifting the chest, holding that core nice and tight with support. Lifting up, and then falling back, allowing your back arch to guide you into that cat as you exhale. And you don't have to move. Stay where you are. You can stay positioned as you are. I just want to show you. So I'm coming into cat, or back into cow. I'm inhaling. You can see my body, the chair. I'm still seated. My bum doesn't move, but from waist up, chest leads my body to fill that belly with air as I inhale and exhale. You can see as my back arches, guiding my body into that nice cat. And once more, inhaling into cow, filling that belly, opening up that chest, that heart to the world, letting that light and love come into your soul. And release back into that cat. And then coming back to center. All right, nice. Now the next one, I'll stay positioned just so you can see what I'm doing, but we're gonna fall next into some nice spinal twists just to keep working that center, working this midsection and flowing, getting some strength in our spine. So we're gonna do a nice seated spinal twist. So I'm actually, once again, you can start either side. I am actually going to start left side, which is different for me, but I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. So you want to grab support if you can, depending on your chair, if you have armrest or if you have just a stool or whatever you may have. Have your left arm behind you, grabbing maybe the back of the chair or the sides, depending where you can reach. And you have your right arm now slowly gripping the side of the chair. And you may need to come off a bit. I like to come off the chair a bit to get more comfortable. But as you're going in, you're going to inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to just let, once again, your bum is not moving. You're moving from waist up as you exhale, letting your gaze follow along to your left shoulder. And breathing for that nice spinal twist. And exhaling and release, coming back to center. All right, now that you can see what I'm doing from this side, I'm going to come back and turn to the front. You can stay seated in whatever direction you can see me best or listen to me guiding you through. Now for the other side. This time I would be taking my right arm, or whatever opposite side you did not do yet. Taking that right arm, finding support in the chair, taking my left arm, finding support in the side of the chair. Inhaling, lifting up that chest, and exhaling, and twisting from the waist up, twisting, allowing my gaze to follow the right shoulder. Exhaling, coming back to center. All right, we're gonna do it twice more on each side. Once again, finding stability on my left side, raising my inhale, and as I exhale, twisting from my waist up, allowing my arms to find length and stability on the chair, allowing my gaze to follow my left shoulder. Breathe it through. And after the next exhale, coming back to center. All right, finding center. Once again now, going back to the other side. Letting my right arm for me, finding support and stability on the chair. Left arm finding support. And guide myself. Inhale and exhale. Spinal twist. Maybe allowing your neck to also gain a nice stretch. And releasing, coming back to center, one last round. Great job. You're gonna go ahead, take that left arm, right arm, finding support. Folding in, twisting into that left side as you exhale. And hold and breathe. Stretching that neck a little bit, taking that gaze a little bit further behind you. For 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, coming back to center. All right, last one on the last side for me. Right arm behind my chair for stability, left arm to side or opposite for you possibly. Inhale, exhale, and fall into that nice spinal twist as you're exhaling, getting a little bit deeper in that twist. Maybe even holding your arm at the top of the chair if you need to get a little bit deeper. And hold. For 3, 2, 1, and exhaling, releasing from that twist, coming back to center. Allowing arms to just fall onto the thighs, taking a breath, taking a moment, taking a breath. All right, we're going to keep those twists, that stretching, lining up with the body. Get comfortable, get even on your sit bones in the chair. And once again, we're going to take those arms, wrap them up towards the sky, allowing our eyes to follow, palms together. Exhaling, bringing palms down through center and resting on our thighs once again. Now you can have the option, keep left hand on your thigh, on your left thigh, and let the right arm go from your side, palm out, and lifting up, raising it up above overhead, bringing it up to the sky. Now, if you need additional support here, you can go ahead and bring left arm down to the side of your chair, finding stability. If you're feeling safe and you're feeling strong, allow that left arm to stay put on your thigh. You're gonna take your right hand, wrap it over your head, and do a little nice side stretch. Allowing that left side of your neck to get nice and stretched. And hold. And breathe. 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, releasing that right arm down back to the side. Keep it here for stability if you need. Otherwise, bring it back up onto that right thigh. Taking your left arm and letting palm open out away from your body. Bringing it up with a nice inhale. Now wrapping it around the opposite side of your head. Allowing a stretch on that right side. Start to bring your head over to the left side. Hold and breathe. 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, releasing, dropping that left arm down to side. Taking both arms up, raising up, letting that head follow. Palms together. Take a nice big deep breath. And exhale. Palms falling back down to thighs. All right. Should be feeling good right now. I know my legs were definitely feeling that when I lifted them up. That was quite something. So hopefully you're feeling good and stay with me. So next we're gonna move and do a little bit more down into that lower body. So we're gonna go ahead and we're once again, it's kind of like we're taking our spinal twist now and bringing lower body into it. So there's a couple different options. We're gonna get a nice little stretch here on the right side. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can feel free to first lift up that right leg and follow it along and link it over your left leg over that shin. If you want, and then what we'll do, I'll show you after how to go from there. If you want to get a little bit deeper in the neck stretch, you can feel free to lift up that right leg and with help or support if needed, bring it over and guide it onto where your right foot is hanging over your left thigh. So finding support there, if that feels comfortable. If you want to get a little bit deeper, take that leg all the way over as legs crossed. No matter which modification you go for, it all will work the sit bones, but you may feel the stretch a little bit different in your legs depending on how you're sitting. I really like hip openers. I like to open up and release a lot of that stagnant energy that I find for me gets caught and stuck in my thighs. So I'm gonna choose to allow my right leg to kind of be out a bit and have that like almost just where my ankle is just past my left leg foot that is sitting on my thigh. No matter which you choose, I'm going to go up for another nice forward fold. So you're going to bring the arms up and around, lifting them up, gaze following. And we're going to almost like swan dive or pull dive, letting the arms drop down to the sides, coming over and finding support. Just letting your arms wrap around your legs no matter which modification or variation that you chose. You should really feel this right now in that right leg, in your right sit bone, your muscle, buttocks muscle, and just breathe through. Arms can get comfortable kind of where they may lay, wherever you want. And just breathe through this. Now, if you chose where your leg is all the way over, then your body might just be gripping around the left leg for support. If you chose to just have your leg here on your shin, you may get deeper than in your forward fold and find that your arms feel comfortable coming down to the floor. So whichever variation you choose, but I'm choosing this one. And just breathe through. And for 3, 2, 1, gently come up with control, bringing arms back around and up back to the ceiling for guidance and support, and then bringing palms together, dropping back to heart, taking that leg down. And next, repeating on the left side, whichever variation you choose, getting comfortable, finding comfort in that position. I'm taking left leg and going right back into more of that open centered pose with my legs, with legs crossed. And once again, no matter which variation you chose, take the arms up into a nice mountain, and then we're gonna swan dive. Taking the arms back out to sides, finding comfort in this pose. Folding over and breathing. For 3, 2, 1, and releasing out, bringing arms up and around once more, stretching for the sky, gaze following, palms together, coming back down, center. And releasing that leg, perfect. All right, next one, we're gonna fall into a nice warrior with these poses. So these are just all always preparing us for the next pose. So our next round, if you may, feel free, you can either, there are variations here. If you'd like to move to the edge, or if you're sitting and if you have armrests on the side of your chairs, maybe you can't take your legs out as wide, no problem. You're gonna take and we're gonna move that waist to the left. We're gonna move from our feet and our legs up and point them out towards the right. So you'll have right foot in front, left foot in back, depending on how wide you can get, or even if you would like now additional support from your mat, feel free to do so. That scared my bunny. It's okay, Bun. You're good. For a nice stable ground, you're gonna go through. He moved. He's such a nut. You're gonna go through. You're gonna have right arm, right leg in front, left leg in back. You can find stability here if you want to find stability over that chair, or if you want to stand and just have the chair for support, you can have that leg down, right right leg in front, knee bent, and find warrior here. Feel free to do so. If you need to be seated, no problem. Finding arms and legs still out to the sides. You can have leg here and back leg there. Now that foot's not going to be completely forward. It's going to be almost at like just like a 40 degree or so. And you're coming to the edge of your chair and just finding support here. That is totally fine. If you have armrests and you're seated and your legs are here, totally good too. So no matter which variation you choose, we're just getting comfortable. We're flipping those legs to the side, and this is all about getting a stretch. So we're not too concerned with transitions here. It's just finding comfort in these poses and working the muscles in new different ways. And you can do all of these, like I said, in a chair, in the office, or for your kids, whatever you choose. So find your variation that you'd like. I'm going with this nice variation of warrior, just having the chair under me for support. And bring the arms up. And then down to warrior two. And a hold here. Working those arms, maybe holding in that core, finding tightness in that, the core, the center. Breathing through. For 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms back up. And dropping them back down to chair. Find stability. Bringing legs back down, finding support in that chair. Bringing legs back in. Coming back to center. Resetting a bit. We bring arms up and bringing arms back down to the sides. And lifting up that chest to get a little stretch in the back. Kind of like a little cat-cow real quick. Just to reset, recenter. Then we're going to go to the other side. You're gonna move those hips out towards the opposite direction you just were. Left foot in front, right foot in back. Go ahead and stay here if that's comfortable for you. I notice my right leg doesn't like to go down as flat as my left would from this position. But feel free to turn here and come in with left arms up. If you want to get a little bit deeper, having your right leg back, left leg back, arms up, still using the support from the chair. If you want to go all the way in like I like to. Coming up into a nice stance, bending at that left leg, bending that left knee, finding support, stability with that chair underneath you. Right leg is now out and flat and back. Lifting arms up and dropping them down to warrior two. Make sure that leg is bent, find support from that chair, shoulders are down, breathe. A little bit deeper if you can. 3, 2, 1. Bringing those arms back up, maybe a little twist at the waist. Bringing arms down, finding stability in that chair, and coming back down, bringing legs to center. Just take a moment, lifting the arms up, bringing them up, gaze following, and dropping arms back down to sides. Maybe doing a little cat-cow again. Coming back to center. All right, good job. All right, we just have a couple more things for you. So this is wonderful. I'm so glad that you joined me for this. This is so awesome. I hope that you're feeling really well, getting a nice stretch in your legs, your upper body, full body workout here today, people. All about heating up the body today. We're getting movement going so that we can let our bodies move freely and express ourselves. You can get all of that energy moving and grooving through the weekend. It's just a good little break to take through the weekend. All right, so once more. So we're gonna work on these legs once more again. So this time we're gonna go into what I like to call it's like a chair supported like bound angle pose. So it'll be a little bit different. Some people, if they have maybe blocks or covers or something, just depending, do what's comfortable for you. You don't have to do these things, but if you have them, feel free to use them. So you're gonna go through and we're actually just gonna find stability on the sides of the chair, or if you'd like to have your hands on your thighs for support, go for it at this time. And you're just gonna slowly, if you need be, come to the edge of your chair and bring out your thigh, and find support here for this nice chair supported bound angle. If you'd like to go a little deeper, put those feet together, then palms up. Now, if you'd like to just work on your feet only, just depending on variations, go ahead, depending on the chair. Maybe if you have arm rests on the chair, you can't get your legs out that far. That is perfectly fine. Go ahead and just work on bringing your feet together. Another variation, and arms up. Whichever you choose, find your comfort, find your space in that, and go for it. So once again, we're going to take that left leg out, turning that right leg and left leg out, kind of the knees pointed out, feet together or feet apart, whatever is comfortable for you. Supported bound angle. I'm going to get, my chair is stable enough that I can sit on the edge and feel supported, but if you feel like you need to hold stable on the chair, feel free to do so. If you have the armrests, feel free to do so. Or let your palms hang up, hang open. We're going to sit here and just get a few breaths, keeping those feet together, having that chest nice and up, posture's well, tailbone is down, shoulders are down, palms are up. And close the eyes and breathe. Opening up yourself to love and light and all the possibilities that you have in this life. And breathe. 3, 2, 1, and releasing. Maybe slowly opening eyes, bringing hands together, knees back together, and releasing. Maybe scooting back in your chair for a moment. Maybe flexing the feet, spinning the feet. If you can see mine rolling around there at the bottom of the video. Just to get some movement in that. You just work to those feet. Maybe you need to do little toe lifts. Coming back to center, releasing hands down to thighs. Coming in for our last pose, a nice Shavasana. So we're going to do seated Shavasana. You can let the hands lay as they may, bringing hands out to sides, opening them up towards the universe. Getting comfy. If your posture was up and well in the chair, you can now let it relax. If you have a back to your chair, letting it fall seated, feet falling out, just letting them rest and lay, closing the eyes. Once again, letting the mind catch up with the physical body catching up with the mind. Breathing at your own pace, your own way. Just breathe. Allowing whatever sounds that surround you to be entered back into your space. Starting to bring awareness into this moment, into this reality. Maybe starting to wiggle your toes. Add a little movement onto your fingers. Maybe now adding a little movement up to your feet. Maybe moving wrists, hands side to side, adding movement to your hands and wrists. Following that movement up your arms, your eyes still remain closed. You're following any movement in your feet to slowly make its way up your legs. You start to make that movement in the upper body move through your shoulders, and arms start to move a bit more. Legs start to carry on as they may. And then slowing that body movement down, coming back to center, back to neutral. Arms hanging at sides. Keeping eyes closed, slowly take hands, palms up facing you, bring palms together at heart, at chest chakra. And within the next few moments, start to rub those palms together, keeping eyes closed, but take head tilt down to arms and hands in front of you. Continue to rub those hands together, building heat, building fire. And then slowing that down, coming into a nice stop with those hands, with that movement at your own pace. And slowly letting those hands come back to center, back to neutral. Palms are still together, taking a nice big inhale. Exhaling, keeping the eyes closed. Slowly drifting those palms apart. Feel that energy within your hands. Feel that fire. Sitting with it for a moment. And as your hands slowly move away, one palm away from the other, as they line up with both eyes, go ahead and take those palms and place them over your eyes gently with control. Take one nice deep inhale. And release. Again, take a nice deep inhale. And release. On this third one, take one nice deep inhale. And as you go to release, gently allow the palms, the hands to move away. And almost have like your hands together like a prayer, with palms still open, facing towards your face. Eyes gaze down at your hands, and slowly, gently, with control, start to open your eyes a little bit, a little blink here, a little blink there. So your eyes are fully open, looking at your palms. And slowly lift your gaze back up to the video. And once again, we'll bring posture back up, arms raise around, up, gaze follow to the ceiling. Drop those palms down to sides, bringing palms back together at heart, chest chakra. Then repeat once again, circling arms back up to ceiling, gaze follows. Exhaling, bring those palms back in together at heart and chest chakra. Once again, raising right back in. One movement, one breath, inhaling here and exhaling, keeping palms together, dropping them through center. Stopping in front of your third eye, taking a moment. Dropping those palms now down towards your lips, towards your chin, taking a moment. And dropping those palms down to chest, down to heart chakra. Oh, you guys get to see a little bunny hop. I want to thank you for joining me today for this wonderful chair yoga on this wonderful Saturday. May this help you to ease into the rest of your day with peace, light, and love. Namaste. Namaste. So thank you once again for joining me for this wonderful, wonderful chair yoga. If you feel like you need any more little stretches here, maybe take a big starfish stretch while you're sitting in the chair, or slowly get up with control, not to cause any vertigo, and just stretch out the body again, maybe stretch out the legs again. And come back into center. All right, well, thank you so much. Like I said, I'm Carmina Smiles. Thank you for joining me for this chair yoga. If you have any questions about anything, if you want to know what other fun positions and things you can do in a chair for yoga and still get nice and fit and moving and grooving and flexible and just feel good vibes all around, feel free to reach out at any time. May you enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste. See you later.